I hope you all enjoyed my introduction class and the subject which I gave on Scrapbook. And now we are moving to more interesting session. My second class is simply going to be on teenage work scrapbook. Now, yeah, it's exciting. I hope everyone has gone through particular phase of teenage. The people who are adult can refer to their teenage memory. The old people can come back to adult. From adult, they can go back to teenage. And the best time is that the teenagers who are right in their teenage time, they can avail this particular course straight out there. So now this course is going to be really interesting, as you all saw my scrapbook preparations on memory, and definitely yes, the combination of pictures we try to paste with each other, getting our memory back. I hope you all people enjoyed by doing this. Particularly you all went to your past life and realized how you all really looked, what happened in your life, what all you all missed, what all you wanted to be, and what you people are. It is all that basic connection which has brought you people till here. So I hope you enjoyed. The only thing is that now I just need to understand like how you have been progressed after my class. That is the thing which I need to talk to you all in my second class. But right now, as I'm giving particular subject on teenage, so now it's simply the page opens up for teenage. Now when we talk about memory, that's not necessary you need to make only on one page. That is my session. I want to know how you're doing. That is the only reason I told get everything on one page. Otherwise, an entire book of 50 pages also could be memory. You can go slow. You can get pictures, one picture in one paper, and you can write lots of things in it. Writing could be, you could be a writer by writing all your stories and memories in it. But it's part by part, part by part. But my job was to show you how you can make a scrapbook presentation on one page. If you want, you can make it separately later on. But as my sessions are going on, I just want to finish all with one brighter page to make you all understand this is how a page is going to look. Same time, now when we are going to work on teenage preparation, it is going to be the same thing. Now in teenage, what exactly comes in your mind? Alright, the first thing is that my first Valentine card. Oh, I don't want to show anyone in my house and I just want to keep it only for myself. I'll be showing how you can make that inside your scrapbook with a beautiful calligraphy stuff. The first party, my first 18th birthday, my first one-piece gown. There's so many things you are going to introduce. My first hairstyle, my first nail pen, the first day I walked into the college, what exactly happened, my first lecture, my first bike. Once when we were born, we were not really there to understand what is our first birthday, what is our first gift. We really don't cherish those things. But when we are 18, 19, simply we come to know, God, we have something great to admire. Our desires are right coming in front of us. Our dream is just there, So it is going to be more fun when you do this particular page. Then you can go for lots of lipstick designs, lots of accessories, lots of footwear. So the posters, the stickers, your picnics, your parties, your dance, all these pictures can come on this particular page, and you can go for vibrant color, fluorescent color in writings, because this is the time, this is youth, this is adult, this is where you want to explore and make it more energetic. So the page is going to be very classy when you're going to do it. So put all your energy to show this was the best time of our life, and that is called teenage life. So not wasting much time, what I'm going to do is that directly I'm going to get into the example stuff, how you're going to make a teenage page. So now, I hope after my interesting chapter in memory designing, now today I'm going to start with another subject of scrapbook that's called teenage. And I hope you all people will enjoy, because we all have traveled this particular journey called teenage. So it's going to be teen age. So in my previous class also, if you're going to see, I have shown some of my work on this entire board. So now what I'm going to do is that the same thing, I'm going to show how you're going to do the placement on teenage work. So now as you need the requirements or the material which is required for this particular scrapbook, which I'm going to work on teenage stuff, it is going to be simply a scissor, a sellotape, a glue, stapler. So these are the things what you will be requiring for this particular work. So now when it is teenage, I know it might be a very finicky subject for you to understand what I'm going to do on my scrapbook. When I come to the scrapbook, that time I'll explain the arrangements. But right now I'm going to show the placements or my visual ideas, what exactly I need. So I opened some of my book. So I got a magazine, few magazines, papers, or I got some fabrics, some accessories around, whatever I like, So these are the things which I need to put on my presentation paper, okay, to give a brief idea. Now when I had this paper in my hand, it was very difficult for me to understand which one to choose. So keeping the youth in my mind, I just wanted to understand what will look good. So I picked up this picture. Same time, now what I'm going to do is that, now when I need this, either I fix up the entire page or I just cut the requirements what I require. So I use my scissor, I cut. I don't need the face nor I need the bottom. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give this page entirely into a different format. So I'm just going to cut. This is what I need, okay? So this is what I'm going to paste out there. Same time, now this was the entire page. Now what I did is that I removed in between art of this and I just kept this out here. Now if I want to place this out here, I can simply get this out here like this. Well, now I have my own options, whatever I want to fix. So I have another magazine cutout. If I want to get this fixed out here, I can definitely do that. But what I'm trying to do is that I'm just trying to make this page completely a youth look or a teenage look. So the requirement, whatever I required on this particular page is what I'm going to show in my scrapbook. Like for example, now I like this. From the magazine, I made this cutout. So in my placement, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to place it out here. So this is the placement what I'm going to do out here. Same time, now my canvas is very big. My page is very big. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do all big cuttings. But same time when I'm doing on my scrapbook, I might go for all small pictures. So you will get two variations of work. This is just for the horizontal and vertical visual for you to understand how the placement can be done. But same time when we come out here, this is going to be entirely different when I'm going to do on the book. So now when I'm going to do this, so I like this polka dots and I was bored on this particular picture. So as the pink color and the polka dot was really interesting, so I brought this, okay. Now whenever you do your scrapbook for the teenage, it's very important to show the youth you need to have a very good color combination. You just can't get black, grey, brown and spoil it. If you go to see, you can see the color combination which are balanced out here. It's all colorful. The next one which I'm going to balance out, see if I cover this, the entire elements will be disappeared. So I just need to be very careful when I do it. So there is a repetition out here. So it's fine for me to keep it out here and get this marking done. So this is one picture out here. This is an artwork which I have done. You can see this artwork which is all colorful youth I have done. So I have to find a position for this particular stuff. So I can get out here. So I can fix this out here. Now this is going outside the frame. Now this is my frame which is required. So I just keep right now out here. This is my frame which is required. So you can see the decoration, white, pink, yellow and multicolor out here. Same time, like again, I'm doing all the cutouts from the magazine just to give a good impression on this particular stuff and how the placement is going to be done. Same time, you can just check this. I can get it out here and fix it out here. Now, I'm keeping this teenage block open out here and I'm just trying to get the wall done. So I can get something out here too. So I can see this empty place. So I can get this out here and add the teenage. So if you can see the prints and the combination which I've used out here, the combinations are going to be excellent. You can see the yellow combination, the white combination, the entire accessories which I've worked, the prints like polka dots, the prints out here, multiple layering stuff. Same time the ice cream bar out here, the candy bar out here. So this is how I'm entering to the zone of teenage. So same time when you have a small A3 size book or A4 size book, you can't get such big prints. But this is a big wall which I'm working on, just only to give an example for you how it is going to look. Now so sometimes like you have prints like this. It's a youth print if you really go to see. Now see, I can fix it up somewhere out here or out here, or maybe I just get it out here and fix it out here. Same time I might just get this one. Now you can see most of the people who are dumped in their love, or like sometimes they are completely crushed in their own feeling, so I just made a small artwork for them. So this is all the memory, you know, again when it's scrapbook, so we are talking about our past, we are talking about our teenage which is already gone. So we have got some stuff lying with us, so we just can put it out here, or like get it out here, fix it out here. So you can see how the wall is getting filled for this particular stuff. Students, this is a small introduction to the elements of scrapbook. The requirements, what you see around out here is all the things which I'm going to use for my scrapbook. You can see the buttons. It's simply, I have painted all the buttons. Each and every individual you see, it is created. Same time, the butterfly which I want to create an applique. My friends during my teenage time when I was grown with these students of mine, or you can say friends, my book, my drawings, my craft work, my fabrics, you can see around everything is right out there. And yes, hi. Yeah. So today I'm so excited, I'll tell you, because today I'm going to do my favorite subject, that's called Teenage Scrapbook Portfolio. I got many chance to do during my teenage, but I was not knowing the exact method, because those were the time I was trying to work how exactly these books are supposed to be made. I searched, I explored, I wanted to see how scrapbooks are made. So I saw bits and bits, pictures around, you know, during my school days or my college time. But like now I personally worked and kept everything in my mind, what a scrapbook should look, what we need to work on it. So yes, I'm not going to take much time on all those things. I'm directly going to get into action and show you how I'm going to make this. In my previous scrapbook, I showed you a square book where I was working on. Today I'm showing a little bit rectangle paperwork where the papers are a little bit lighter, a beige color paper. So I want to work something on this. So you can see the arrangement, what I have, everything, all my exploration is just around here, you know. So I need to get up 10 times and get all the requirement which is required. I'm having all out here. So my job is going to start right out here. Now, as you saw my work in my initial class also, I told you one thing. When this is my session, I'm asking you all to do on a page. Now this page 1 and this page 2, so I can use both the pages out here. But if it's a teenage and I want to make a scrapbook, or I just want to keep a record, so day 1 could be this, day 2 could be this, day 3 could be the next page. So what happens is that every day I'm maintaining my scrapbook. But right now, just to give a brief idea how interesting your scrapbook could be, which is going to be converting into a portfolio. End of the class, it's going to be a very surprising part for you. What exactly I was trying to tell you a portfolio out of this, I'll explain to you. But meantime, what I'm trying to understand is that there's so many things, you know, like for example, the color combinations, the pages, the drawings which I want to put it, the illustrations which I do, the craftings, the fabrics which really I have with me, you know, the fabrics which I want to show. These are all the fabrics of youth collection which I want to put it out here, you know. This is one of the time where I went for some exhibition and I brought this and I want to keep it out here. So there's so many small elements, like for example, now this I want to, like for example, see, now this is one of the stuff which I have. So I want to stick this. So it could be somewhere out here. So what I could do is that then these are all the storyline of which I want to, it's little of small crafting which I want to show, you know. So might be on this particular stuff I want to fix up, like say this could be a small butterfly which I want to fix it out here, or like say sometimes I want to get this done out here on this page, so I fix this out here. So these are all the small things, like if you're not good with the crafting work and drawing work, so you can just take it up. So this all goes inside. So whenever like someone wants to see a scrapbook, you can see the hidden story out here. Same time, my memory when I was like with my friends teenage time. So these are all the drawings, the color combinations, the illustrations. See, I like collecting the magazine cover, you know, see. So this could be one of the area where I would like to again paste out here. So if there are too many text and I want to put it out here just for reference, I can get it out here and put it out here. So overall, when you see from overall upper projection, you'll come to know, okay, like how this entire page is going to look. Still, I'm supposed to show you the calligraphy part out here, but right now I'm just trying to show how colorful you can make your page and give it a youth look. Otherwise, for cuttings, I've got so many things out here, but right now I'm not touching anything out here, and I'm just going to show some write up what exactly you need to write when you're doing this sort of a work. Like for example, now this is one stuff. So I could just outline this. And I can say this was brought from H&M, and I can just mention the date, like it was brought on 16th June. This could be brought in say 2019, and like this costed me 490 rupees. So what happens is that it's a small memory, and apart from that, it's my teenage time which was spent on this particular date. This was a rate. Some or the other time when down the line 3-4 years, the same shoe might cost you 600 bucks. That is the time when you come to know. Might be the buttons which I have out here, or the craft work out here, or this garment out here, or the nail paint out here. You can, or the place where I visited for some of the craft work and all is where I'm going to have this. Now for example, now I can say this is when I was 16. So this is the way I wrote out here. Sometime it could be like this. This is when I was 16. A change of calligraphy. If you want, you can have a design. You can just have a cutout like a sticker out here, and this could just remain out there like a sticker. And then you can take a pencil and might be you can just give a nice shading to it. Like for example, now I'll use one sketch pen out here, and I just add a little bit of shading to it. You can use oil pastels, you can use crayons, you can use whatever material you have with you, you know. So it is just to how you give a lift to it. If you want to get this boat out here, you can definitely get the boat out here. Like for example, if this is the one, if this is the one which I want to place out here, and I just want to get this a small cutout, and what I could do is that I could just paste it out here, like say here. Okay, I could just paste it out here. Now I'll just paste it out here, and I just leave it out here. The extra thing I can cut it off. Same thing, I'll cut it off out here, and I can take a blue sketch pen, and then I can give a water look out here. Add a little bit of transaction to your own work by giving a creative work, and then with the blue color pen itself we can write paper boat at Goa. So again, a small part of write-up. So again, you go a little high and you can see the work, how it is capturing the entire page. The page is looking attractive. So this is one page, this could be another page. So the amount of thing, it's not necessary every time you need to fill the page. No, I don't ask you to do that, because it becomes too much of a collage work. So rather, I want you to spend more of your time. I'm continuing my topic, yesterday's topic about scrapbook. In yesterday's scrapbook, I showed some of the easy method how you can construct a scrapbook. So now I want to introduce to the tools what I use normally to make a scrapbook. Starting with my favorite colors are Staedtlers. I love this. This is one of the best color work which you can use for a scrapbook. Followed up with the bright outlines for the sketch pens, the chisel markers, the broad markers, the bookmarks, the sketch pens. You can see some of the best out of West pens which I'm using out here, some crafting materials around, again some good brushes. You can see some fabric, some swatches, some photographs, some magazines, some internet pictures. These all things are very essential when you make a scrapbook. Now coming back to a scrapbook, what I'm trying to show, and you see the arrangement, everything is right out there, you know. But as you keep on doing everyday day-to-day scrapbook, that is a time when it is very important. Like today, if I go to a zoo, I go for a movie, or I go for a picnic or a trip, what I do is that I collect small stuff, might be a movie ticket, or might be a small popcorn wrap. So what I do is that I just get it, I put it out there, I write, and I mention this is what I did. Might be I go for a disc, I like the music. Like for example, during my teenage, these are all the movies which I used to like, So these are all my collections. These are all my collections which I've preserved and kept. So sometimes what I feel is that I might scan this, take out the print, and I might paste out there. As you can see, some of the pictures which I've already pasted of my teenage time. Now coming back to Izan, when we talk about scrapbook, don't get confused with the part of collage making. We are not making collage. Collage is a group of picture where you combine together and put it, and there is no effect on it. It just explains that moment. But scrapbook, it explains a story.